There is a helicopter over my house. I have to wait for it to be gone before I start. Hi everyone, my name is Elly and I'm a professional dancer with Ballet Pforzheim. Today I'm going to take you through every exercise I did in a day to stay fit during the hard lockdown. I am working and living in Germany and we're currently in a light lockdown, so I'm luckily allowed to train with my company following a strict hygienic concept. But there has been a time in which we were hardly allowed even to leave our houses. However, I still needed to find ways to exercise and move my body. Not only to stay fit, but also to honestly keep both my body and my mind in some sort of peak condition. I wake up usually around 7:30 a.m. and as soon as I wake up I yawn, I stretch a bit in bed, and the first thing I do as soon as I wake up is I drink around half a liter of water, and I keep my water bottle by my bedside so I never forget. I like to both start and end my day drinking a glass of water because I find that it is not only hydrating, but it also has both energizing and soothing effects on the body. I then get out of bed and around 8 a.m. before I have breakfast, I like to roll out my mat and do my morning yoga practice. I am a registered Yoga Alliance Hatha and Vinyasa yoga teacher, and in the mornings I like to really listen to how my body feels, and I will take myself through a half an hour to 45-minute yoga flow, which will be slightly different every single day depending on what my body needs. I love to do yoga first thing in the morning because I find it is the most fabulous way to kickstart your day. It gets you in touch and in tune with yourself on so many different levels. Many different studies have proven that starting your day with simple exercises not only increases your energy level, but it also stimulates your body and your mind, and it drastically reduces fatigue. So up until now, I've shown you things that I do basically every single day, even now that I'm back to going to work. But from now on, I'm going to show you things that I did specifically during the hard lockdown in order to try to keep myself somewhat fit. After my morning yoga class around 8:45, 8:50 a.m., I would put on some training clothes, pop on my sneakers, and go into a 15 to 20 minute full body intense CrossFit workout. I loved doing Constantly Varied Fitness's online classes. I followed through one of his videos every single day of the hard lockdown. I believe he is a really good teacher, and all of his videos are thought through for people that are training at home with little to no equipment. I added this to my daily training in order to improve my physical strength, my stamina, my aerobic fitness, but also to burn out some calories and help me lose that extra weight that I had gained because of my injury. By the time I was done with it and recovered, it was normally around 9:30 a.m. I would then take a break, have some breakfast, and get on with the rest of my morning routine. I would then get back on my mat around 10:30 a.m. and just go through some very standard dance warm-up stretches. I would stretch for approximately 20 to 25 minutes, very lightheartedly, not forcing anything. I would just pop on my favorite playlist on Spotify and basically go with the flow. The specific exercises would vary a bit every day depending on how I was feeling, but I normally did some hip openers, some lunges, some splits. Some days I trained my over splits too, and I always took some time at the end to do some foot strengthening exercises. I would be done with that around 11 a.m. And before I took a rest from exercising and had some lunch, I would stay on my mat for other 10 to 15 minutes playing around with my yoga inversion practice. Now, I love my rooftop apartment. I find it really warm and cozy, but it is really not ideal for handstand practice. So during the hard lockdown, my inversion practice would mostly revolve around headstands and elbow stand variations. So after lunch, around 2 p.m., if the weather was nice, I would go for a 45-minute to 1-hour walk in nature, either alone or with a friend. I would grab a coffee and go for a stroll, trying to hit, without too much stress, that 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day milestone. If there is one good thing that I have taken with me and incorporated in my life during this past year, it is actually how to appreciate the pleasure of a simple walk in nature. This is one habit that I now have incorporated in my life that I never had before, and I am truly humbled at having learned how to truly, genuinely appreciate this simple pleasure in life. Around 6:30 p.m., I would pull out my yoga mat one more time and give myself a little Yin Yoga class. I would do this mostly to unwind and really calm down my body and my mind. There is a very big difference between my morning yoga practice and my evening yoga practice. In the morning, I tend to give myself a vinyasa style class, which is an active style of yoga in which you're linking one pose to another in a flow-like manner. Yin Yoga is a more restorative style of yoga. Poses tend to be held for a longer amount of time, often with the help and use of props, either lying or sitting down on the floor. So the grand total of my exercise regime during the hard lockdown adds up to approximately 3 to 4 hours of training every single day. But I did take Sundays off the whole time. Now, I know that might sound like a little too much to some of you, but please, please, please don't forget that I am a professional dancer. When I am working, training, and performing full-time, I'm actually really pushing my body physically for 7 to 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. So if you put it in perspective, 3 to 4 hours of training a day was actually the bare minimum I could have done to try to stay fit during this hard lockdown. I really hope you beautiful people enjoyed watching this video. It was a fun and different video for me to film. I wish you a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in a future video. Bye!